everyone, welcome to this 5-day challenge, the Embodied Woman. Okay, so how this is going to work, I'm going to go live here in this Telegram group at different times over the next 5 days. Today is day 1. The videos will live in the group. I'll pin them to the top of the page. So you can come in and you can watch these videos in your own time. I'm going to try and keep these videos like as short as I can and give you some simple practices that you can use right away in your day to really get you more embodied. Okay, so let's begin. So today we're going to begin with, I'll just introduce you a little bit to the nervous system. Talking about the nervous system, it's a massive topic. I am going to cover that in more detail in a free webinar I'm doing next Tuesday on understanding the nervous system. And it's one of the modules that I'm going to cover in my 4-month online Embodied Woman series. But if you haven't been introduced to information around your nervous system, it is a key part in understanding your body and understanding what's going on with your body. Personally, I did not get educated about my nervous system until 2 years ago. And what was happening to me was I would have things like anxiety, and I was overriding my body. I wasn't listening to my body. I wasn't hearing my body's signals, and I was having a very dysregulated nervous system. So when your nervous system is balanced, it's calm, it's at peace, you're at ease, right? That's when you're relaxed. But when you're dysregulated in your nervous system, that's when you can have anxiety, and you're living in survival, you have a lot of fear, and you have a lot of, kind of angsty energy. Or the opposite, you could be very frozen, very dissociated from your body, feel very numb. These are all indicators of your nervous system being off balance, not being healed. And getting educated about the nervous system is such an empowering thing to do if you want to really have a peace embodied here. Your nervous system is constantly giving you information. And when we look at pain, right? So a lot of people have physical pain with their bodies. Anxiety is a type of pain. Trauma, stress, emotional upsets, it's all a different type of pain. So whether the pain that you're dealing with is emotional or whether it's physical, it's pain, right? And pain is a sensation that your body is giving you. So your body gets your attention through pain. So much of, therapy and even the energy world, they don't actually look at being present with sensation. And this was a big part that was missing in my healing journey, was understanding sensation and being present for sensation. So a lot of people try to understand the pain. They try to have an awareness of the pain, and by having an awareness, they can clear the pain or clear the trauma. But pain doesn't need to be cleared. Pain is a sensation that's asking to be experienced. It's asking to be acknowledged. It's asking for your presence. So a lot of us spend a lot of time in our heads thinking that if we can understand the pain, we can clear it, we can get rid of it, we can, if we have a reason for why the pain is there, then we'll be able to change it. What I found in my journey, especially over the last few years, is that pain is a sensation. And if you increase your capacity to be present with sensation, you grow your window of tolerance to be present with sensation, then that sensation moves, it resolves, it transmutes. And that allows your body to be more at peace, more calm, more healed. So these practices over the next 5 days are going to be simple practices, so simple that you might actually dismiss them. When I first started to get these somatic practices, and soma means living in the body, experiencing sensation through the body, not through the mind, right? We can have great introspection and we can have great awarenesses and we can be very intelligent and understand different things, but does that actually allow the pain to be transmuted? Does it allow you to feel the sensation? So a lot of times we use our mind and we use all these great awarenesses and introspections and all these great intelligent viewpoints we have to avoid the sensation. So we spend a lot of our time avoiding sensation, and the more we avoid sensation, the more the body tries to get your attention, the more the pain keeps coming. So what if pain is not something that you need to get rid of? What if pain isn't something that you need to even release? Like, what if we came at pain and we looked at it from, it's a sensation that's looking for your presence? And how about we start to teach ourselves and increase our capacity to be present for sensation? And I'll get more into this in the call I do next week on the nervous system, but a lot of times what happens is that in the past, it wasn't safe for us to be present for sensation. And so we learned different coping mechanisms, going into our mind, dissociating, going into fight or flight. Those were all coping mechanisms because it wasn't safe for us to feel sensation. So we learned different ways to avoid sensation. And now it's like, okay, now you're in a place where you can teach yourself, you can grow this capacity to be present for sensation in a safe, kind, gentle way. You don't have to force yourself, right? A lot of us too have done the opposite, where we've pushed ourselves into energy work and movement and body work and all these things, and it's been very deep and intense, and we found that it still doesn't really change the thing, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to like push and match this intensity with another intensity. And it really is just like looking at the body, coming back to the body in a way that you can actually hold it, that you can increase your capacity slowly over time. It doesn't have to be this push and this force. Same way, like it's like if you override your body and you're not listening to it, and you have this anxiety building or you have this pain building and you're not listening to it, and then you get to the point where you're in so much pain, you're in so much anxiety, then you run to the chiropractor or run to get energy work or go off to do yoga, and you offload your system, and it feels good for a little bit, right? You might feel good for a week or so, and then 2 weeks later the pain is back. It's because you actually haven't increased your capacity to be present with the sensation. You just try to push a plaster over the cut, right? Like a band-aid. Like you just like, it's kind of like having a drink when you're stressed, right? Like you're stressed, you go have a drink, you feel better for a little bit, and then the stress is back because you've never really dealt with the stress. It's the same with the sensations, the pain in your body. Yoga and body work and energy work, all of that is great, but if you're using that to try and resolve the pain, it never really resolves it, because you're not teaching your system, you're not teaching yourself to be present with sensation. You're not growing your capacity to be present for sensation. So being present with sensation is a practice, and it takes some time, but we're going to do a little practice here today to start showing ourselves that we can do it and to start increasing our capacity. Okay, so take a moment, maybe bring your hands to your body, rubbing your hands together, taking a breath, and just become aware of your physical body. Maybe close your eyes if you want and just feel how your physical body is in this moment. Okay. And now just take a scan of the room that you're in and notice where your eyes land. If there's something in the room that gives you a sense of comfort, maybe it's the trees outside, maybe it's a picture. Just see where your eyes land and take a breath and just notice what that feels like. Notice the sensation. Okay. Now, is there anywhere in your physical body you have been experiencing pain lately? And just bring awareness to that. Now, if you don't have physical pain, maybe there's an emotional pain you want to bring awareness to, or a stress. Now take a breath. And breathing into this part of your body. And as you inhale, lengthen your inhale and pull in all the oxygen your body needs. Noticing how your body takes everything it needs for healing in. Bringing awareness to that physical part of your body. And as you exhale, you're going to release any pent up feeling or sensation in that part of your body. Okay, so when we have physical sensation like pain, a lot of the times we try to avoid it, like we try to jump into our mind. So just notice, like, how much are you trying to like jump up into your head now? So if you can, and as much as you can, like as much as is tolerable for you today, can you come out of your mind, your thinking mind, and just drop into that physical part of your body? And by drop, I just mean just notice. Notice the sensation. If it's a strong pain, just notice the pain. And then take a breath. Breathing in there. Dropping even further out of your mind and dropping into this sensation. So pain is a sensation. So letting your mind know it's safe to feel sensation. Maybe in the past it wasn't safe. But right now you're in a safe environment. There is no threat to you. You can scan the room you're in. There's no threat to you. So let your mind know it's safe to feel sensation. And as you let your mind know it's safe to feel sensation, take a breath. Inhaling, knowing that your body is pulling everything it needs for healing in. And as you exhale, drop even deeper into that part of your body, into the sensation. Take another breath. Knowing your body is healing itself. And as you exhale, releasing intensity, releasing stress, releasing any pent up sensations you've had here. And now again, dropping out of your mind, letting your mind know it's safe to feel sensation, and feeling into that part of your body, noticing what is the sensation here. If you could describe the sensation, what would it be? And then breathe into that and just give it some space. And exhale, soften. Notice how you describe the sensation. A lot of people describe sensations like anger or fear, but that's not a sensation. That's an emotion. That's a feeling. A sensation is like fire, hard, rough, light, tough, gritty, like sensations, right? Sense it. So again, feeling down into this part of your body that you've been having a lot of sensation with, also known as pain. Drop out of your head and feel down into it, letting your body and your mind know it's safe now to feel it. And now get the sensation that's there. Sense it. The sensation that's coming up for me is like prickly, right? For you, it'll be something else. But it's good to give it, name the sensation. So it takes away the story we like to add to it and then allows us, okay, can I now, whatever that sensation is for you, can I now allow myself just to be present with this? So again, breathing into this sensation. There's nothing we need to do with it. We don't have to get rid of it. We don't have to clear it. We don't have to avoid it. We don't have to figure anything out. We don't even have to understand it. All we have to do right now is be present with this sensation and notice it. Again, taking a breath. Expanding your capacity to be present with this sensation. And now notice, is anything shifting, changing? Is the sensation moving? Is it shifting somewhere else in your body? Again, taking a breath, letting your mind know it's safe to feel this, it's safe to be present for sensation. Beautiful. If this sensation had a color, what color would it be? And then breathing into that And with every exhale, creating more space and increasing your capacity to be present with this. Now, again, take a breath. Breathing even deeper, noticing, can you feel more into the sensation? If it's tolerable for you to do so. If it's not, maybe you back off. And now with this sensation, what comes to mind? Maybe there's a thought, feeling, image, memory. And whatever comes to mind, what is the sensation underneath that? The mental thought or image. And then can you allow yourself to again be present with this sensation that has come to mind? So for me in this moment, what came to mind was sadness. So rather than going into like the sadness, what I go into is, okay, what is this sensation underneath this that's asking to be held, to be felt, that's asking for my presence? So whatever comes to mind, what is the sensation that's there? And can you increase your capacity, increase your space now to be present with that? One more breath. Inhaling here. Exhaling. Increasing your capacity. Beautiful. Okay. So what if that's all that's needed right now? So it's like, okay, it's a practice of journeying out of the mind, dropping into the body, being present for sensation, and we can do it in these increments and every time increase the capacity. So when you start to feel that pain again in your body, drop out of the mind, drop down, feel the sensation, get present with the sensation, be there with it, be present with it, increase your capacity to be present with it, and then let it shift, change, transmute, move, and then let that be it. Don't try to force yourself then into getting rid of it or fixing it or any of it. Just keep practicing this and see what happens. I didn't realize through my practice of this and like titrating my system back to be present with sensation, how much my nervous system and my body healed and how much I got returned to a balance and a peace in my system. It wasn't like some big aha like thing that happened in one session. It was through these practices and through slowing down and dropping down into my body and increasing my capacity that I noticed, oh, this is actually, in the long run, this is helping my system and allowing my system to become more balanced and more healed and more at peace. So these practices are so simple, you might almost like disregard them, because it is a simple practice. However, we've spent so much time in our minds and in our heads, and we're so programmed into being in survival in our mind that we don't even know how dissociated we've come from our bodies and how much we have disconnected from sensation. So it is, while it's a simple practice, it still challenges you, because it's like you don't realize how much you are actually in your head. So these little moments throughout your day of just like, oh, let me drop down, let me feel sensation, throughout your day can really start to increase your capacity to be present with your body and with sensation. Okay, thank you for being here. Let me know if this helped you out at all. Let me know how it is for you. If you have any questions, post them in the group, and I will be back tomorrow with some breath work for our nervous system. Bye for now.